Roslyn Hill is a property developer and entrepreneur. She took a calculated risk investing in Alberta at a time when Alberta appeared to be abandoned by the city. Crime at this time was at record highs. The people living on Alberta during this period were living in an environment that for 30 years had been disenfranchised and cut off from the city through what some would call poor city planning and others would call purposeful city planning. During the 1950s, the Portland Development Commission created an urban renewal area just south of Alberta to make way for the Memorial Coliseum. Hundreds of black people's homes were leveled, forcing those people to move to Alberta. Then, homes in the 1960s were torn down and cleared for what is now Interstate 5. This left people without homes and shifted transportation patterns away from Alberta, which led to even more isolation. In the 1970s, the PDC began another redevelopment project, and thereby a disinvestment plan on the black community by constructing a manual hospital just north of Memorial Coliseum. This resulted in displacement of those families to Alberta. This created a hub of disenfranchised people and concentrated poverty. The environment that was created became a breeding ground for desperation and thereby crime. Urban planning like this is at its heart racist. Roslyn bought her first building in 1993 for $28,000. It's now called Tin Shed. She opened up Roslyn's Coffee Garden and Shades of Color Gallery and Gifts. Its current market value is $1,888,000. She went on to buy a dozen buildings. The area between 14th and 16th is where she began development. Roslyn has sold and rented these buildings over the years. She decided to only rent to business owners that would create foot traffic on the street. She knew that art and places to meet your neighbor would create community. This raises the questions: what if we had allowed for the people once living in Alberta to have access to capital to invest in themselves? What could have been created? Perhaps it would have been reminiscent of a different iteration of Jumptown. It most certainly would have been a black-led cultural hub.